Huck, Book One by Mark Millar. Now, Mark Millar seems to really like playing with the tropes of like the old superheroes and kind of twisting them around. This is very much a small town Superman sort of setup with a little bit of twist. The guy's kind of a little bit retarded, and but he has this like very strong moral code because of that. And he wants to do good deeds always. Now, I've been reading a lot of Mark Millar's books because Mark Millar's a Catholic, and I really like that. And I found out that a lot of his books are really shockingly, graphic and things like that, things that I would not associate with a Catholic writer. And this one actually is the first one I found where it's like, oh, this is just kind of a nice story and nice morals and all this. And I like it. So spoilers ahead of time. It starts off just kind of like with a dude and he's doing weird things. He shows up. He's kind of goofy looking, but strong and big and all that, like a Superman type. And he just does good deeds every day. And so we find out that there's a small town and he literally just like tries to do one good deed a day, no matter how hard it is. And his superpowers, he could find anything, and he's strong. And when he's trying to find something, he's unstoppable. And so that's where he goes. Eventually, like this gets outed. His abilities here. The small town has been trying to keep it a secret for a while, but the media gets a hold of it and things go crazy. He ends up having to go to Afghanistan to save some people out there. And then eventually ends up in Soviet Russia, where I guess his mother was found to have powers back in the day. And then she can make anybody do anything that they want with a touch. And then they tried to breed her in order to get powers for super soldiers. So pretty dark on that front. And Huck came from that. Now she escaped and of course sent Huck out like he's Moses and gave him to somebody else. Like I said, pretty good storytelling and morals across all this. And then Huck grew up on this small town with the good values from rural America. So it's good stuff. And I love the art actually. It's got kind of that like pencil look too, where it's got, a little bit of a rough edge to it, but but the detail's really nice. And I really enjoy it all the way across this. Now, eventually the Soviets catch up with them. Huck is sent back to Siberia and he has to help his mom escape. And he does so, and eventually gets back to America and gets back to his normal life after his mom uses her powers to make the guy who was hunting them forget how to do science at all. Now it sets up like there's going to be a second volume or something like that also. And I don't know if there is a second volume at all, or if it ever happened or how well this sold or anything like that, but this is really enjoyable. And Mark Millar's pacing so fast. You can read this whole 6-issue series in about 15-20 minutes. Pretty good on that level. Like I said, I love the art. I love the storytelling. This was a 9 out of 10 for me. Enjoyable stuff and probably the best of Mark Millar's work that I've seen overall to this point. We'll see how it goes when I find some more. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this, my friends. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.